The sun to get warm. You tell me when we live, eh?
I'm looking for the umpire with his bag. I can't see.
No idea where it is today.
Anastasia?
My goodness me, what does she bring? I think she's a paramedic, huh?
Is she?
I think she's a paramedic to have on duty all day. Or she's a medical guy for, the way she's being, she's a medical guy for the Thai ambassador. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Delville Bowling Club for the finals of the visually impaired B1, B2 mixed pairs. We have on the South African side, we have Tracy Smith leading with Tommy Smith as her director, and we have Michiel Kruger with Willie Skuman as his director. And on the Hong Kong, they are playing against Hong Kong. We have got Iron as the skip and Kaylee as their lead. We're just waiting now for the buzzer to go. As soon as the hooter goes to start the game, they have 3 hours or 14 ends for the game, or the first to 21. So as soon as that gets going, we'll continue the commentary on the bowls. I said 14 ends.
You said 14 names. Oh.
Morning, neighbor.
Morning.
Morning, morning, morning.
ช่วยหยกของแล้วของเรายังไม่ได้แข่งใช่ไหมครับเนี่ยรอ9 โมงครับ9 เดี๋ยวพอวูดแล้วเล่นกันใช่ป่ะ
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's the hooter to start the game. Hong Kong have won the toss, so they're on the mat. And here we've got Kylie delivering the jack. Once the jack has come to rest, they will be told exactly what distance it is, because the visually impaired need to know the exact distance, because the players have to know in their heads, because they cannot see the jack. They need to know in their heads what the distance is. And that jack is on 32. It's a full end sitting on the tee. So that has been relayed to the players.
เล่นได้อยู่ครับเป็นตัวตีฮะที่เป็นตัวตีเราเล่นคือต่อคือแม่เดียวแต่
Kaylee getting ready to deliver her first bowl. She's coming down on, and that bowl is ended jack high, but about a metre and a half wide. Tracy Smith now being set up by Tommy. Please notice the very different ways in which they're directed. As the South African team are B1s, which means they're totally blind. The Hong Kong team are B2s, which means they can see 2 to 3 meters in front of them. So the way of directing is very different. The B1s are aimed to go through the person's legs, whereas the B2s look at a foot. There comes Tracy's bowl down now. Yeah, and she's pulled up about 3 meters short of the jack. Kaylee coming down on her forehand again. Seems to have a pretty good line this time. A very good bowl. Probably about 40 centimeters short of the jack. Okay, Tracy setting up. Let's see where this bowl is coming. It looks like it's going to pull up short. Yep, much better line, but still unfortunately about 3 meters short. That was off.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Here comes Kaylee's bowl down now, also coming on the forehand, and she's picked up Tracy's short bowl and brought it closer in. just as a matter of interest, on rink 5, we've got an SA Protea player playing an IBD player who's also from South Africa. So that's a double South African act on rink 5 in the singles. Oh, sorry, in the pairs down there. So, yeah. Coming back here, Tracy now setting up.
พี่2-3 วันนี้แหละครับก่อนหน้านี้ผมก่อนคิว20-22ช่วงนี้จุด2-3 เอา
And again, Tracy's tried the backhand, but she's come down narrow and short. Okay, we're now going to swap over, and the skips are going up. And again, Tracy's tried the backhand, but she's come down narrow and short. Okay. Okay, here we've got Iron setting up now. He's the skip for Hong Kong. And you see again the difference. He's now aiming at Alex's foot. And there he comes down. Yeah, not a bad ball, but he's going to pull up. He's a good 2.5 meters short, although he's on the line. Morning.
Welche Sprachen Nico? Oh, it's Nico Petra.
Yeah.
Okay, Michiel setting up. You see Michiel has a very different delivery again. He sets up, he kneels for his delivery, and Willie goes now and stands grass in front of him, and Michiel aims to go between his feet. There's the ball on its way. Yeah, a little bit long. And, oh, just for Iron setting up again. Yeah, it bowls a little bit wide and also a meter short.
It's going to go forward.
Michiel about to deliver his bowl. Down it comes. Yeah, this is a good looking bowl coming in here. Oh, what a pity. Pulled up about 1.5 meters short, but spot on the line. That's a good bowl from Michiel. Pity about being short.
เหมือนผ้าสวยอะเป็นมัน
Kylie now about to deliver. Down his bowl comes. Yeah, also looks like he's going to be short. It is very deceptive this morning because this rink has got a lot of shadow on it, and of course there was a lot of dew on it early this morning. So it will speed up and dry up a bit later, which the guys will start getting their weight a lot better. But a very festive atmosphere here with all the different colors from all the different countries, all sitting around watching, all supporting. It's actually a lovely feeling to be here and to be witnessing this tournament coming to its final 2 days. The South African bowl coming down from the keel. Ah yes, a very good bowl. Unfortunately, I think that might still only be second shot, but a very good ball. They'll have to have a good look at that one. One down, yeah. Yeah, Hong Kong picked up one shot that end, so now we start on Kaylee delivering now, getting set up for the second end. Delivering the jack. And a much shorter jack this time. Let's hear what the distance is. Did you say 20?
One.
Sorry, I didn't get the distance there, but it looks like about a 25 or 26. And the mat is up 2 meters, so they're probably bowling about a 24. Kaylee gone down on the backhand. Oh, but very, very narrow. Sorry, she was playing the forehand there. It was so narrow I thought it was a backhand. It's only just in bounds on that bowl and about 3 meters short. The ambassador's just arrived, so if we can. The ambassador's just arrived. There's Tracy's ball going down. She's just gone past the jack. Unfortunately running about 2 meters. Just as a matter of interest, the Thai ambassador to South Africa is here. He's just arrived. So we will get him in shot just now when he's got out of his car and comes. We'll just get a photo of him, but very good that the ambassadors come to support one of his teams that are in the final. Kaylee's bowl also running through, probably also 2 to 3 meters through.
Can you get the cameraman to focus on this?
Yeah, they can come onto the corner. They need to move that a little bit forward.
In between.
Sorry. Okay, Tracy from South Africa has got her bowl going down. There we go. Also, jack level, just a little bit wide, but a nice
There we
bowl.
go.
She's holding
On
shot
speed.
with that one at the moment. And here we are, the Thai delegation are in camera at the moment. I think we're still waiting for the ambassador to arrive. Yeah, we're in shot. So, but if you can turn and face this way. Heather. Sorry, can we switch
Go back
cameras
to you.
again?
Right, then
Okay, there's a Thai ambassador all waving to us this morning. Welcome to them. And so good to have them here witnessing their team playing in the games. Okay.
you say joined by Heather Boucher,
Yeah,
President of South
and in the middle of them is Heather Boucher, the President of Bowl South Africa. She's a lady there with the dark glasses on. And Tracy now sending her bowl down.
It's just going back.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
It's going back now. Right, there we go.
So again, lovely to have them all here. Quite an honour for Delville, and very good support for the Thailand team to have their ambassador here to watch them. Thank you. Okay, Aaron now setting up for the first of the skips deliveries. Oh, just past the jack, also running heavy there. The heel is now set up on his delivery. Yeah, it looks like he's got a good line going down here. This is just all in his weight. It's a very good bowl. Ah, what a bowl, Michiel. Lovely bowl. Aaron about to deliver. Let's see what he can do. There's his delivery also. Fairly good line going down there. Yeah, it's also a very good ball. Oh, just pushed Michiel out, but Michiel still holding shot there. Another good-looking bowl from Michiel. Possibly a bit wide this time, bit wider, but still a very good weight. Yeah, he's run through about a meter through. Looks like South Africa definitely holding one up down there, but very difficult to tell for the second from here. Heather, where they
sit.
Yeah.
Picked it up afterwards.
Yeah. Iron's bowl very short there, his last bowl. So Michiel is holding one, South Africa holding at least one. Michiel still got a bowl to come. So let's see if they can capitalize on this now. This is a good line that Michiel's got here. Has he got the weight though? Let's see if he's got the weight to get in there. Oh yeah, it pulled up a little bit short, but it could well be second shot. Let's just see what the result is going to be. Okay, they're taking out one. They're going to be measuring for second, possibly even third. Okay, there's 2 to South Africa. Looks like three to South Africa. Nice there. Okay, Tracy delivering the jack. Looks like about a 30 meter, I would say. Yeah, just over the 29, pretty close to 30 meters. Tracy's first bowl is on its way down. Looks like a pretty good line. This is all going to be in her weight, but she's pulling up short. Here comes Kaylee's bowl. Yeah, she's about a meter short, but fairly wide. Tracy coming on a nice line here.
White ball.
Ah, very good bowl, Tracy. Very good bowl. 6 inches from the jack. Lovely bowl. Kaylee delivering. Wow, also a good bowl. And another good line from Tracy. Very good line. Oh, just pulling up that little bit short, slightly narrow, but a very good third shot. Kaylee's bowl on its way down. Yeah, just pulling up short again, but a good line. Off go the directors now to see what they can do with this end.
Between the 3 and 4.
Yeah. Here comes Michiel's bowl. A little bit wide, but his weight is looking good. Yeah, very good weight, but he's too wide. Why he's playing? Be careful. Why?
He doesn't like his back.
And here's Kaylee coming down. Sorry, Leon. Good ball, about a meter through, but a very good line. Yeah. Michiel now changing his hand to come down, hopefully trying to push Tracy up. There we go, it's a good line. Let's just see what his weight is like on this ball. Very good ball. Just bumping and chopping and lying on Tracy's ball. Very good ball from Michiel. Here's Iron now setting up for his second bowl. He took his director's grass there. Yeah, it's a good bowl coming in. Oh, he chipped Tracy's bowl in for a third shot at the moment. So very nice position for South Africa at the moment, lying 3, but with 2 bowls to come. One from South Africa and one from Hong Kong.
After this end, and then just introduce me.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, no. Okay. Here's Michiel setting up for his final bowl. Let's see if he can add to the score. Yeah, that's a good line again from Michiel. Very good line coming down. Let's see where he comes. Oh, well yes. Oh, well bowled, Michiel. Right in on the jab. Lovely bowl, Michiel. Hong Kong having a good look at the head before Iron goes back to bowl his bowl. We've got a let's see what he does here. Just now, can you Thanks. Okay, Aaron's setting up for his final bowl. Let's see if he's going to come down with a bit of weight or not. Taking his time. Yeah, it looks like he's just trying a drawing shot. Possibly a meter of weight on there. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, so not a bad bowl. He's actually managed to cut it down to 3. And they're going to measure for the 4th. Yeah, 4 to South Africa. Well done, South Africa. I'm now going to hand you over to Graham. Yeah, just do the things. Thank you. I'm just wanting to show you, look at these Hong Kong supporters sitting in their wheelchair with their Hong Kong flag over their laps, supporting their team here on B1. Isn't that lovely to see? Great. Thank you. I'm now going to hand you over to Graham Ward, who is president of the International Blind Bowls Association and also president of the Visually Impaired Bowlers South Africa. Graham is going to take over commentary for the next few ends. Thank you.
Hi, morning all. It's fun. A great game, as you can see. We've had the privilege of playing on these greens all week. And I can tell you probably, those who've been watching this whole game, there was a big shadow earlier, and within the first 6 ends the green changes probably by 2 seconds in green speed. A lovely turnout today on rink 6. I mean, a real international turnout. You've got Thailand playing Singapore, you've got South Africa playing the IBD Invitational team. If you say who's an IBD Invitational team, the International Bowls for the Disabled included a few extra South Africans to fill up sections so that you don't have a whole lot of bias. Next door we've got Thailand playing Korea in the wheelchairs, you've got England playing Hong Kong, and you've got Hong Kong playing South Africa. So really a true wonderful mix of international players. Also, before I forget, Ron Homer happened to walk past, and apparently his 2 daughters are watching, and Ron promised to buy me a cup of tea if I say welcome to his 2 daughters. So welcome. He didn't tell me what your names are. I hope you're enjoying the game. Of interest, this is actually the 3rd International Bowls for the Disabled World Championship. The booklet says it's the 5th, but we've only had the 1st in Pretoria in 2011, and we had the 2nd in New Zealand in 2015. Both of those championships won by South Africa. I'm very pleased to sort of say that in addition, at this year's event, we have India, which are new kids on the block. We've got Singapore and Thailand. So it's wonderful to see them. Sadly, Australia and New Zealand at the last minute, there's a wonderful touch, as you can see, bowled by Hong Kong. Sadly, no Australia and no New Zealand and Israel, due to financial, political reasons. Israel have always been very, very strong in this category in the B1. And for those who don't understand, B1 are totally blind bowlers, or they have a very, very limited vision, but they have to play with block-out glasses. If you see the South African Michael Kruger, he's got a set of like sunglasses, but they got side panels totally blocked out. The Chinese side don't have to wear the blockouts because they actually, this is a mixed B1, B2 category. So hypothetically, neither of them need to wear them. A B2 quite simply sees clearly at 2 meters what we with normal sight would see at 6 meters. And we have a B3 category who sees clearly at 6 meters what normal sight would see at 60. Tracy, as you can see, just a little bit short. And we also then have the B4 category, and the B4 can probably see the white ball on the other side, but if we look at this head, he cannot see who's lying shot and cannot see all 3 of those objects at the same time. He can either see Tracy's bowl, the Hong Kong bowl, or the jack. He cannot see, or he or she cannot see. That's the B4, that traditionally what we know is tunnel vision. The wheelchairs and the physically disabled also have different categories, a B6, a B7 and a B8. The B6 and B7s are generally confined to wheelchairs, and the B8s are what we call affectionately called wobblies. In this tournament we have what we call the blindies, the wheelies and the wobblies. And it's all about balance. It's all about the balance. If they've got one hand that's defective, it's that, you know, they can't rest on their knees like you and I would play bowls. So it's all about the balance when they play bowls that categorizes them. As you can hear, a very, very vocal Tommy Smith with his wife Tracy, with a brilliant bowl, picking up the white and taking it into the ditch right next to the bowl that was waiting for the jack. And for Ron's daughters, I see your side is up 4-2 at the moment after 4 ends. South Africa is still safely obviously holding that shot right on the ditch, and Calvin getting very vocal next door because England have just drawn which looks to me like the second shot there. They're holding 2. I can't see any of the other boards unfortunately from where we are. The flip boards are on our side of the green, so I'm unable to help anybody with the scores of the other games. For those of you who you don't know, we're talking about the meters. I don't know if you can see those numbers on the banks, on the side of the bank. That's the distance in meters from a normal mat. When we talk about a normal mat, we're talking about a mat that's placed 2 meters from the ditch. That will be the distance that the bowler has to bowl to get to the white ball. On this screen, as you can see, the screen is just short of 33 meters. At the moment, the mat is up. And obviously, once you're saying the jack's on 28 and the mat's up 3 meters, you've got to subtract. These guys, you can't fool anybody. This is an international. They're all fully aware of that. But yes, it does make a difference. And I said, this green changes speed very, very quickly in these opening ends. In the first 6 ends, it's like a different game. And then it settles down a little bit later and it picks up a bit of speed. All in all, the green delve would have been absolutely superb, and a big thank you to the club, the green staff and everybody for providing such wonderful surfaces. Michael Kruger just a little bit wide and heavy. Just a fact of interest, last year Michael lost his first game in the B1 singles at national level. We actually had a mixed gender B1 ladies and men's singles, but prior to that in the men's singles he'd never lost a round robin game for 10 years. Probably played 60 plus games without losing. So truly one of South Africa's greats. Tracy Smith probably has a similar record, and I'd hate to guess as to how many internationals and national medals they've both won. 2 fantastic players. Michael just put his second ball in the ditch. Another point of interest, Michael, over the years, over many years, 20 plus 30 years, has gone through the ranks of the different gradings. He's got what they call macular degeneration, in the sense that his eyes get worse, and he's now moved down from being a B3 down through the B2s and now playing quite confidently and happily in the B1, which he has been doing for since I've played my first international in 2011. He's certainly been there, and I think he's probably been playing B1 for quite a few years prior to that. Also, just a reminder, the game that we are screening is a 14 end games. In these tournaments, the B1 and the B2 play 14 ends. The B3 and the B4 play 16 ends. And the wheelies and the wobblies, or physically disabled, play 18 ends. So quite confusing. So this game is 14, the game next door is 16, and the other 4 games will be 18 end games. They're all on a 3-hour time limit, however. Michelle's just pulled up a little short, I guess. Probably South Africa will just pick up the 1 on this end. But I think, as you all know, 1 is good enough. When you have a 7-1 lead, you can keep the scoreboard turning over. I think you're happy. The last ball coming up. Yeah, looks to me possibly just the 1 for South Africa, but with the 2 very close to the ditch, difficult from here. I think Tommy's just considers the 1, it looks like. Signal the 1. South Africa quite happy at this point in time with the 8-1 lead. And next door England are a 4-2. And for the homers over there, John has just drawn about 6 inches behind the white ball at 12 o'clock. Tracy moving the mat up quite a few meters. It's actually looking like it's on the tee. Just over 30, just under 33 meters. So they're probably playing, I would guess the mat's up 4 or 5 meters. I can't see from this side. And basically these bowlers have got to feel the weight. They can't see it, they've got to feel it. Tracy looking very, very good with the opening ball. It's just pulled up, It's about a meter and a little bit short. as I said, it's so great. There's one again, that's just done another perler. What a wonderful international mix of players and spectators here. There's a wonderful turnout this morning. This afternoon we have some of the single playoff events for the physically disabled. The visually impaired finish with these 2 games. That's the end of their tournament. And so this afternoon we'll be watching some fantastic games of singles. Hong Kong, there we go. That's a little bit better. Also just a little bit short. So my friends next door from England to the Homers are now leading 7-2. 9-2. My apologies, 9-2. England are leading 9-2. South Africa, as you can see, 8-1. Tracy's also pulled up again, a little bit short. Looks like everybody's just struggling a little bit with the weight here. The green, like I said, takes a few ends to speed up, and they're sort of in that transitional stage. It suddenly gets quicker and it gets quite difficult for them to feel the difference. Tracy a lot quicker, and she just found a short ball, bit off track, probably a little bit quick, might have gone flying through had she missed a short ball. At the moment South Africa 1 down. I wasn't sure if there was a lot of background noise. So, leave it about there. Here we go, here's the number. Go back.
He was on Rambo, Rambulance, Rescue Ambulance, and I was on
The IBD was formed about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago when, I'll just wait for the helicopter. The IBD was formed about 15 years ago when the IPC, International Paralympic Committee, excluded bowls from the para events. I'm pleased to tell you that World Bowls have now included bowls for the disabled into their World Championships, and bowls is also at the Commonwealth Games. We have a small contingent, small group of people that do play, but at least we are getting that very much needed exposure. Michel's pulled in for second shot, so he's well done.
Even though it's San Jan, I think.
For the home, John's just drawn another boot, probably 3 inches from the white ball, short of the white ball. He's at 6 o'clock. So England holding the 2. South Africa here just the 1 now. Gel cricket just a little bit thin and obviously a bit chalky.
Okay, got to where I am now.
Gel looking a little bit heavy here. I hope he doesn't chip himself out. No. Very nice ball here from Hong Kong. It's just too short. 1 down. South Africa lead 8-2. And England, they haven't updated the scoreboard, but they are 10-2. Ron?
Yes.
Ron Hammers just walked past and I just said hello to his daughters. So if you want to say a quick hello, you can say hello to them. They're right here.
Good morning, girls. I'm enjoying the sunshine and the game. I hope you're enjoying the rain at home.
There you are. See, he is here.
Thank you, Graham.
A pleasure.
You're mad.
Wait. S. Action. Really? Is that why they're sitting in place doing nothing? No ambulance. No ambulance. And this is not even for a typical fracture, because of bullet patient screaming in pain.
Hong Kong just going through a little bit. I think one thing we have to say to the organisers, well done for thinking of Johannesburg for this event. Spoke to my wife this morning and it's pouring with rain. So it would have been a shocking shame had we been in Cape Town. As beautiful as the city is, we've had absolutely superb weather here, sort of 24 degrees every day. Johannesburg doesn't get wind like we know around the rest of the country, so the conditions have been close to near perfect. Tracy just went a little bit white. Tommy, her husband, was complaining that she was terribly white, but I don't think she was that bad if you look at where that is in relation to the centre line and the jack. It's probably 1.5, 2 meters through.
Literally just wait.
Looks like a better ball from Tracy. Just a bit quick, very quick. Hong Kong just cutting across a little bit. Well, it's not too bad at all. he seemed happy with that, with her delivery. It's all about her weight now. And it looks like she's got very good weight here. Very good weight. So she picked up the one. Could be holding 2. 2 is holding 2. Tommy is talking Afrikaans to her. When he delivers, he's saying op die lyn, that means on that line, on that line. He's looking at her hand, her grip, tilt of the ball, and he's saying bowling on that line. Obviously, she can't see the line. He's got to talk about that line that she's looking like she's playing. Of interest also, this is the first time that we are playing 3-bowl pairs in this championship, like it's going around the world. It's going to 3-bowl pairs and 2-bowl trips and so on and so on to sort of speed up the game. The B1s, as you can see with this group, we do play a lot slower than others, mainly to time it takes to orientate them, set them up. So yes, this is our first year. We can perhaps change some of the timings a little bit, maybe increase the number of ends that we play. But so far so good. That looks like it's a second shot. The director is a fully fledged member of the team. Remember, we're not coaches, we are directors. There is a move now to get us to go on coaching courses, but basically the director is a guide, and both directors can talk to each other like they would you and I playing in a game of pairs. We're fully fledged members of the team, and if we played in a game of fours, we also have exactly those same rights to communicate with the rest of the team, because obviously the players can't see. So if we had to ask the player every time, what do you think, it would take hours to finish the game. So for that reason, the director's got full rights on the bowling green. Next door England are 10-3 up after 8 ends. As I said, they are playing 16, so they're halfway through their game. Just to illustrate the difference, the rink that's been televised or screened, they've played 5 ends. So you can see the difference between the B3s and the B1s. There's 3 ends in such a sort of shortish space of time. This looks like a very good bowl here. Might just be cutting a little bit. Yes, and it needed a bit of weight. the rules and conditions of play. You can only visit the head after delivery of your second bowl in this now pairs game, and obviously Leeds can't visit the head at all. Tommy has called Billy up to have a look at what he thinks and trying to suggest the play. It looks like they're going to want to concede and take one shot. Taking. Yeah, it's obviously quite tight there, and South Africa were a little bit scared of playing, so they're going to take the one shot. It's actually one on the measure. Looks like just the one to South Africa. Another interesting rule which they brought in and the conditions of play for this tournament is that when the time limit is up and the horn is sounded, the end in progress doesn't count unless the last bowl is in motion when the horn goes. So if there's still one or two bowls to be played, unfortunately you pick up the ball. So whoever goes into that last end has won the game. It's happened, it's saved quite a few people so far. Yeah. As you can probably see, 9-2 to South Africa after 6 in. John just drawn a great shot for England here. He's about a foot shy at 6 o'clock. William Nem, he scored to 27 meters. From a normal net, they're bowling 27 meters to the white ball or the jack. Very good looking bowl from Tracy here. I think it's just a little bit short. Like I said, what a wonderful mix of international countries and what a wonderful family of friends. I've had the privilege of playing internationally in 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2023. And you meet the Koreans, you can't speak a word of English, but you clap hands and we all smile and you shake hands like you've known each other for years. So it's absolutely wonderful for all of us to get together, and the camaraderie between everybody is really, really superb. There's a number from Hong Kong. great ball next door from Hong Kong to chip England out. Hong Kong holding the one. Tracy looks a little bit thin here. Not quite between Tommy's legs. He had to jump out the way reasonably quickly there. And she's a bit short. Remember the B1s are bowling to sound. It's very, very difficult. You've got things like helicopters. The other day there were thousands of helicopters up and down here all the time. Very, very distracting for the B1s because they're playing to a voice. And obviously this noise is very distracting. Another great ball. There we go. Which I didn't see earlier, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players from Hong Kong, mainly their wheelchair bowlers, supporting the visually impaired here. It's absolutely wonderful to see. Looks like a better ball from Tracy. Looks like a fantastic ball from Tracy. Oh, she's got second shot. Great. Great return here from Hong Kong. That's still the only third shot. Oh, for those of you who don't understand bowls too much, Willie went to go and mark what's called a toucher. A toucher is a ball that touches the white ball, but in fact Tracy's ball didn't touch the white ball, it touched the Hong Kong ball. And Willie went to put a mark on it. The whole idea of the mark is that if you do happen to knock that ball into the ditch, if it's a toucher, that ball is still alive. But if you generally bowl a ball into the ditch, that ball is what we call dead. And it's not playable, it doesn't count. So Willie made a little bit thing, and that's why Hong Kong reminded him, covered and reminded him, sorry, that was not a toucher, please remove the toucher off the ball. Is it come? No, halfway through the game. It's a very good bowl from Mikhail Kruger. He's just got to find their ball. Unfortunately, he just chipped it sideways. As I was saying, if you actually look at the scoreboard, and we've been playing just over an hour and a half, which is halfway through the game. They haven't completed half the game, which would be 7 ends, game being 14 ends. Whereas next door, they have already played 8 ends, they're already playing in fact they've played 9, they haven't updated the scoreboard. They're playing their 10th, so as you can see, a clear difference in speed in the play. Lots of debate there as to which is either they feel the right shot to play it on the backhand, to play it on the forehand. Let's see. I think either hand's the right shot to play, provided you actually get it right and you end up next to the white ball, then that's the right shot. But yes, sometimes very difficult. Michael has gone for the forehand option. He wants to bounce off their ball, and in he goes. He's doing very well here. Oh, very unlucky. To me, just like the one shot, but there's still a few balls to come. Hong Kong very narrow. Michael looking a little bit wider this time. It's also the B1s, as you can probably see. Sometimes some of the balls are very loose or very wide, very far away. And then in the next end they suddenly put 6 there and somebody will pick up a 6. So I'd hate to, commentator's curse, I'd hate to tell you who I think is going to win this game. South Africa obviously a little bit ahead, but that can change very, very quickly. That was very close. Just the one. South Africa still holding on to the 9-3 lead now after 7 ends. So they're basically halfway through the game. But if you take it, they started at 9 o'clock, they're not going to finish 14 ends. Okay, England are up 11-4 after 10 ends. That's also a gold-silver match, by the way. South Africa got the bronze in that category. Now, I'm not sure who got the bronze in this B1 category, B1, B2. I'll find out and let you know a little bit later. Hong Kong trying a long end here, full hit, playing the full just on 33, just short of 33 meters. More or less the match just up half, so they're probably playing 31.5, 32 meters. Just run on and into the ditch. And for those who don't know bowls rules, that ball is now dead. That's why it's been picked up and put on the bank, so that ball cannot count. But differently, if you do hit the white ball, that's called the toucher, as I said earlier. And if the ball goes into the ditch there, that ball is still alive. And at the end of the day, it's who's closest to the white ball to score the points or shots, and that hence goes up on the scoreboard. Tracy looking very good. Tommy seems reasonably happy. Just a little bit short. It's quite interesting. I direct Princess Schroeder in the B3 category, and also, like you've seen with the Hong Kong side, they're bowling to the director's foot, and it's quite amazing that as the ball passes your foot, you can actually spot there that that's a good ball. You pick up the speed of the revolution of the ball, whatever it is. You say, well done, well ball, great ball. Before when it's 2 meters away from you, you can actually see that that's a great ball. Cedric Summerskill is coming back there, not yet.
I'm getting Heather to play.
Oh, he's coming. Heather's going to come, right. We're going to get Heather Boucher, President of Bowl South Africa, to come and join us on the commentary. Okay, Heather Bouchers and a few others.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, they've got sore toe, the feet are sore, and be back to Cedric Summerskill will come and take over for me. Give me a bit of a break. Cedric, I was just telling them, reminding them that the difference between the B3 that have played 10 ends and this B1 that have only played 7, that the difference in speed that the game takes. I'd hate to predict the winner here, even as much as SA have got that lead, because as you know, generally the B1 bowl quite wide, but they can suddenly have that head and pick up 6 points, 6 shots. So, good luck to let the best man win, but what I can tell you, they won't play 14 ends. Anyway, Cedric, over to you.
Great. And a very good bowl just gone in there from Hong Kong to hold shot. Only lying about maybe 2 feet behind the jack. Let's see where we're going here now. That's a good looking line from Tracy going down there now. Let's see. Oh yes, has this got the weight? Oh, she's just run through, unfortunately. Yeah, she's run through about 2 meters, but a very good line. But quite interesting here in that we've got Hong Kong in the final in the B1s. We've got them next door. Hong Kong playing England in the finals of the B3. And then we've got Korea and Thailand in their, it looks like B6s, B7s in the wheelchairs, playing on rink number 4. And with, again, as we said earlier this morning, the Thai ambassador is here. And he has his own flag flying when he is here as well, which is quite interesting. There's Liran's bowl. He's pulled up well short with that one. Heather Boucher, the president of Bowl South Africa, is joining us here now for a while on the commentary team. We've got Michiel set up. He now needs to really pull in a nice bowl. He's gone down on his backhand and it's a good looking line at the moment. This is all in his weight. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's running a little bit narrow, but pulled up possibly half a meter, maybe 1 meter short. So Hong Kong are still holding 1, but South Africa second and third there.
Good morning, Cedric. Good morning, all the viewers.
There goes Leon from Hong Kong's bowl. Looking like it's running a little bit wide, but maybe with the change of grass, yeah, it's come in very nicely. Run a little bit through, but they could possibly be holding second shot there. The grass is definitely changing as it's drying out now. Getting warmer here, it's changing quite a lot. Normally by about, 10:30, it speeds up by a couple of seconds and the grass changes as well. It starts taking a lot more.
We've certainly been very lucky with the weather this week. We've had beautiful weather. Nice and sunny. The England players here are loving this warm weather. And when we tell them that this is the beginning of our winter, they are shocked.
I think a slightly narrow line from Michiel, but again, if it's got the weight, he's going to end up in the same place as his last bowl. He needs that little bit of extra weight just to get in there.
Yeah, Cedric, this has really been an educational week for me. As an able player, to watch the disabled playing here, it's been absolutely fantastic. I cannot get over these players' courage and bravery and dedication to you can see they obviously have really practiced a lot to get to this tournament.
They certainly have, but that's a call to all those out there. This sport is as sport for all. You don't have to, even if you're in a wheelchair or you've got one leg, one arm, no eyes, you can still play this game. And really think that it's those that are out there that are interested, contact your local associations. And that's a brilliant bowl there from Hong Kong. He's picked up the jack and placed it right on their bowl. They're now holding 3. Michiel's really got to pull some magic out the bag here.
Every end is the setup from the players and the directors is so precise. It's a good lesson to able bowlers when they take their stance, take their time and really get set up, and so the concentration level is there.
Yeah, their concentration to get their grass spot on to what their director is showing, particularly if you're watching the Hong Kong playing with the B2s. They aim at that foot and really they take that toe. This is a very good bowl going in from Michiel here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's just missed the jack.
Gosh.
What
a good effort.
Lovely try there. Yeah, South Africa went 3 down there, so we now have the current score. It's South Africa 9 and Hong Kong 6 after 8 ends. Remember, in this game they will only play 14 ends or 3 hours, whichever comes first. So at the speed they're going, they might possibly get their 14 ends in, because the hooter will go at 12 o'clock for the 3 hours.
This is the final.
Yes, this is the final. They're playing for gold and silver here.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't have a time limit for the final.
They do for the pairs.
Oh, for the
Singles there's no time limit, but the pairs there's still a time limit.
There's still so much for me to learn about these disabled players. Their rules are slightly different, and I'm picking up these things every day that I'm here.
Yes, Heather, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here and being able to see the physically disabled and the visually impaired. And it's just from us, a big visually impaired and the physically disabled, a big thank you for starting to integrate them into Bowl South Africa. It really has made a big difference. From the players' perspective as well, they are really feeling the impact now of the Bowl South Africa involvement. And there's a really good bowl from Hong Kong.
That's brilliant.
From Ye Li.
Yeah, it's I think we still have a long journey to go. Like I said, the rules are slightly different. The way the players play is slightly different. And as long as we can be here and watch it and observe and learn, and the ITOs here as well, the international technical officials, we've got 6 of them newly qualified here in South Africa. They are all officiating at this tournament and applying the international laws, and they too are picking up things from the disabled and the visually impaired that they need to write into their laws if they're going to do these tournaments as well. So yes, there's a lot of work ahead of us, but we've made a start, and that's the big thing. We will continue.
Yeah. Please just check with him, because he told me this morning 3 hours. Another good looking bowl coming in from Hong Kong here, but no, it's going to pull up short. Unfortunately, Tracy was very wide and very narrow and very short on her last bowl. So let's hope she can draw in here now. This is a better looking bowl from Tracy, although a little bit heavy. I think it's going to be in the ditch. She looks like she stopped just on the edge. Nearly coming down with her bowl. Yeah, it's a good line that's coming down here. Ooh. Yeah, nudged there slightly closer. She's run about a meter through, so still a good place. Because I told him this morning that there was. I'm allowed to go this way.
Yes, you can. Alex, there's no time limit. Okay, 14 in.
Okay,
14 in.
They've just confirmed that there is no time limit for this game, as it's a final. So if they go beyond the 3 hours, it's fine.
No time limit.
And 14 ends.
Yeah.
The reason for the 14 ends, I think you've been told before, is because the blind are obviously very much slower, so they play to 14 ends and not the 18 ends.
Yeah, in the visually impaired, in the different categories, blind or B1, B2s, they play to 14 ends. The B3s and 4s, B3s play to 16 ends, and the B4s would play to 18 ends. So there are the various different ends that the different categories play to. But here we're watching the B1s, so they will play to 14 ends. We're on 8 at the moment, so there's still 6 to go. They're playing the 9th. Yeah, he has a good ball again from Leon of Hong Kong. Yeah, I just want to see how many they are.
The score at the moment is South Africa have 9, Hong Kong 6, after 8 ends.
Looks like Michiel's pushed a wide ball down here, but maybe with this grass the way it's turning, it might come back.
No, he's can walk, he's got his legs off. So he's got 2 to 3.
Yeah, it's come back, but not enough. He's a good 1.5 meters wide and a meter short.
Going very well. This is obviously the second of that. South Africa's considered.
I remember this little director from World Bowls, Alex, from Hong Kong. Very involved with bowls in Hong Kong.
That one's running through from Hong Kong, and it's into the ditch. There's Tommy giving the directions to Willie and Michiel of what to play on this hand, because he's down here in the head, he can see what's going on. Again, another wide ball from Michiel.
There is a wind blowing and it is quite strong,
Yeah,
so
okay, he's bumped his own ball a little bit closer.
the bowlers have to
still-
watch out for the wind that's blowing too. So
Another one in the ditch from Hong Kong. So that's the second one. So, but they're still lying here in the head. We need Michiel to pull one in here now to cut it down at least, if not to take shot. Coming down on his forehand, and all the bowls on the forehand are South African bowls, so if he can't go around them, you can just try and at least push one of them in. No, he's still come down wide. And very short.
it could be
So,
two in a
Hong
measure.
Kong, it's 2, and they're going to be measuring for the third.
If they do pick up this third shot, then it'll end up as
There'll be
peels.
peels after the 9 ends, so, but let's see what comes here. And here we have the two umpires measuring. Yeah, so it's only 2 to Hong Kong. South Africa had a third shot there. So it's the score is now 9-8 to South Africa after 9 ends.
Right, I'm going to hand over to Graham once more. Thank you very much, Cedric.
No, it's a pleasure. Here comes. Okay, Graham is back to co-commentate with me for a while, and then I'll leave you in his capable hands.
Yeah, so I think we were all a bit confused about the 14 ends and the time limit. And as you've learnt now, there is no time limit in the finals.
Okay, there goes Sheely's bowl, but that's very, very wide. In fact, they're looking to see if it's still in. Okay, looks like it's only just in bounds. And walking around behind us here, the Thai ambassador, very nice again, as I said earlier, to have him here. But he's just absorbing what's going on at this competition and watching his team, who are playing in, I think it's the B7s, in their wheelchairs. The guy playing against Korea.
And also I think on the top ring. I think there's one also playing in the B7 or B8.
On the end ring.
Yes. Tracy now they're very heavy, which I said earlier that sort of now there's the green changes, the speed of the green changes, and it takes quite a lot of adaptation with the bowlers.
Especially with your visually impaired, as we said at the beginning, their weight is in their head, and for them to suddenly change their perceived distance is not easy for them, but it'll come.
Oh. That was a lot of noise next door with Hong Kong playing England. Hong Kong found the white, bounced off his ball, and England are holding shot.
Yes, a Hong Kong ball pulling in there, but still pulling up about 1.5 meters short, although it's a lovely line. So let's see what Tracy can do now, see if she can adjust her weight.
Cedric Ron Homer promised to buy me a cup of tea afterwards if I kept them updated. So just out of interest, England are leading 13-5 in that other final after 13 ends.
As long as it's a cup of tea, Graham, that's fine.
Ron had the privilege to walk past, and I said say hello to his daughters, because he said please say hello to my daughters. Ron did walk past and he did say hello to his daughters. Hopefully they were listening.
Again, Tracy with a very long bowl there. Line was good, but she must be running at least 4 meters. It's a big adjustment needed with her final bowl. Yeah, that's a good looking bowl going in from Hong Kong. Also running a bit heavy though. Yeah, the change of speed of this green is catching these bowlers out at the moment. But they will pick it up shortly. Yeah, that's a good looking bowl going in from Hong Kong.
To see the international mix
also
of
running a bit heavy
players on
though.
the green,
Yeah, the
and
change.
be the spectators that are here. It's absolutely wonderful to see such a mix of everybody here. All the countries are here. It's super, absolutely wonderful.
And all the countries in their team colours as well. Really makes for a colourful display. It's just a pity we can't get around, but if you look at the far end of the green now, from the view we're at now, you can see all the different colours there. There's South Africa, there's England, there's Thailand, Hong Kong. They are absolutely wonderful in all the colours. There's a much better bowl going down from Tracy now. Let's have a look. Oh, pity. She's bumped the Hong Kong bowl in for shot, but it was a lovely weighted bowl, that one of Tracy's. Oh, absolutely wonderful in all the colours. There's a much better bowl going down from Tracy now. Let's have a look. Oh, pity. Interesting thing we have noticed in this tournament, all our South African wheelchair players push themselves in their wheelchairs. Yet all the foreign countries come here and they all seem to want to have pushers. So obviously we build them big and strong in South Africa.
I didn't show you that picture.
Okay, Hong Kong putting in a good bowl there, lovely bowl, just short of the jack, so they're now holding 2. Michiel's really going to have to absolutely wonderful in all the colours. Bring this There's a much better bowl going down from Tracy now. Let's have a look. Oh, pity, she's really going to have to absolutely. As Heather said earlier, the wind is certainly picking up here, which we haven't had for the 2 weeks of this competition. We've hardly had any wind at all, but it's certainly blowing today, which could be influencing some of these bowls.
Cedric also said earlier that well done to the organisers for picking Johannesburg as a venue because it's pouring with rain in Cape Town, and I said I don't think anybody would like to be here today or tomorrow just for the final part of the thing. I say all in all, other than today, which is a little bit cooler with a bit of wind, the weather's been absolutely well done to the organisers for picking Johannesburg as a venue because it's pouring with rain in Cape Town, and I said I don't think anybody would like.
This Hong Kong bowl seems to be going in a little bit narrow and a little bit short. Yeah, he's a good 3 meters short on that one. This Hong Kong bowl seems to be going in a little bit narrow and a little bit short. That's a good line looking from Michiel there. This is all in his weight. This is a good bowl going in there. Lovely. Just pulled through a little bit. Yeah, a little bit too heavy. He's run through a good 2 meters, if not 3 meters, but a lovely line. Much better line than his last bowl. England are now 12-5 up.
It's actually 13.
Is it 13? Have they just been? Okay, 13-5 up. Another very good bowl going in there from Hong Kong. Running through, I would say Hong Kong are now holding 3. Need to do something here, otherwise they will take the lead. Another very good bowl going in there from Hong Kong. Another very good bowl going in there from Hong Kong.
Looks a bit wide.
It's a little bit wide, this bowl from Michiel again. Yeah, it's too wide to do anything about it. So Hong Kong pick up 3, which takes them now up into a lead of 11. 11-9 after 10 ends, so they've got 4 ends to go. Obviously something exciting happening next door here with the England-Hong Kong game.
Picked up the white ball. I mean, it drew the shot right next to the white. John just played another great shot, so for the homers there, I get the score 14-5. This would have been in the 14th end, which is 1 ball left for Hong Kong to bowl over, but quite difficult to get to the white ball.
Hong Kong putting a shortest jack in, probably about 25 meters. Yeah, 25 meters is the call. Yeah, it's a good looking line here from Hong Kong. Yan Lee, let's have a look. Ah, lovely ball. Finished about half a meter, if that, from the jack.
Hong Kong has just picked up 2 there. I think.
There's Tracy lining up now. Let's see if she can put a good bowl in here to try and pick up this white or come and lie shot on the white, because that's a very good bowl from Hong Kong that's lying there. Yeah, she's coming down with a good line. This is all going to be in her weight. Oh, running heavy again. Not too bad. Run through about 1.5 meters. But a very good line.
Just next door, all that excitement, Hong Kong played a running shot there, picked up the white. There's 2 and a measure. Just waiting to get confirmation. 2 to Hong Kong.
So that takes them up to 7.
7, but I don't think the England score is correct.
Hong Kong have just put down another perler almost on the jack. A couple of inches from the jack.
Yeah, confirmation next door. England up 14-7 after 14 ends. South Africa need to get back into the game now. 2 down with the 4 to play. There's not need to get back into the front.
Yeah, this looks like a bit of a narrow bowl from Tracy. She seems to have pulled it across. Let's see what the weight is like though. No, she's heavy as well as narrow. 2 meters through, 1.5 meters narrow. Not a great bowl from her. Tracy is normally very accurate with her bowls. And next door with England, the umpires are being called on to measure to see if the jack is the correct length. And another reasonably good ball. Hong Kong are now lying 3, I think. So Tracy really needs to get in here now to try and cut this down. Otherwise, could be getting Hong Kong running away with it here. But this game can turn in an instant. A quick 3 or 4 from South Africa and we'll be back in it.
Next door of interest, very, very short end. It was probably 2 inches over the 23 meters.
Sorry, Tracy had a reasonable weight there, but she was just a little bit wide. So yeah, Hong Kong are lying 3. Over to the skips now to see what they can do in this.
Come on, Africa.
While we support England, Ron supporting us while we support England next door. Great friends of ours. I met Ron, I think, first in 2011, was it?
You
Ron?
don't now, are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we're not done yet. We're 11-9, 10 ends.
You're 11-9 up.
Yeah, 9-11 down.
Oh, right. Well, back up then, chaps.
We will. Thank you.
All the best.
So Ion from Hong Kong setting up here now. Taking his time, he wasn't happy. Back on the mat. Yeah, looks like a pretty good line on that bowl. Let's see what the weight is like. Yeah, it's a good bowl coming in. Very good bowl. Yeah, that's it. Lovely bowl. Just behind the jack. Field now setting up for South Africa. This bowl for him now is becoming crucial. England have just picked up and trailed the white here. I think it's giving them 2, so they are very happy. That's what all the noise next door is. Michiel looks like he's bowled the wrong bias here.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
So that's out of bounds. South Africa are not taking the pressure very well here at the moment. They need to come back. Still not out of reach.
Another great ball.
Yeah, another great ball there from Hong Kong. They're really piling them in there at the moment.
Cedric, I did mention it earlier when South Africa were up 9-1 or 10-2, whatever it was, that I said I wouldn't like to pick a winner because in this game with the B1s, all of a sudden there's a 6 or a 5 in the game, and that makes a massive difference.
Yeah. But also let's bear in mind that Hong Kong are B2s, so they can see. It does give them quite a big advantage. The South Africans are totally blind, both of them. So yeah, it's unfortunately due to the numbers of entries they had to combine the categories, but it's the way it is. So South Africa is still capable of coming back here. It's a slightly narrow ball from Michiel, but he's no. It's coming down too narrow and too heavy. Hong Kong coming up here to have a look at the head. Okay, Ion now setting up on the...
Oh, well bowled. Good.
Okay, Ion setting up with his last bowl. Coming down, it might be a little bit wide,
No,
but it's coming back very nicely.
He wants a positional ball in the back.
Sorry, all this noise next door is England really
John
picking up. They're trading one shot for another there, Jack against Jack, picking up the Jack. So it really is picking up, driving, playing with weight. So it's causing great excitement next door.
Well, Cedric, bear in mind, this is now the 15th end. England are holding 2, so they will have 16-7 lead going into the last end, which basically is game over, isn't it?
Yeah,
9 shots. So this is probably the final end. And a gold medal for England. Hong Kong have to win this.
Okay, this is a vital bowl now for Michiel to try and save this end, and try and bring the score back a little bit. I like this line. This is all in his weight.
Very good bowl.
It's a very good bowl coming in here. This is all in his weight. Oh, just okay. He's taken one out. A little bit heavy, but it was a very good bowl. If you'd come into that mix, he would have been there.
Oh. Hong Kong picking up the white again, but it might be game over based on the score here.
But we're talking about the game next door.
Yes,
Our current bowl here, Hong Kong have picked up 4. So that's 4, makes the score now 14-9.
3 ends to
3 ends to go. Yeah, I'm going to leave you now in the capable hands of Graham just to go and have a look at some of the other South African teams and see how they're doing. Graham, over to you.
Things have changed next door, and well, they've changed in both these finals. As we said, anything can happen. Kelvin has called it, there's 2 shots. So the score will now be 14-9 to England playing the last end. So they have a 5-shot lead into the last end. Very, very handy considering that you're only playing with 6 balls. South Africa 5 down, 3 ends to play, so you need to get close. The wind has come up, as you can see, definitely pulling the ball over a little bit. It's blowing from, as we look towards the track, it's blowing from the right to the left, hence that ball swinging right across the green. Probably need a lot of grass on the forehand. Tracy appears to have the right line here. All about the weight. Looking pretty good.
How we do now, boys?
14-9 down.
Last time?
No, 3 to go.
Oh, 3 now. I think we've won next door. They need a hot shot.
They need 5 out. Okay. Come look a little bit heavy. That wind's really picking the ball up a little bit now. Quite difficult. Quite a bit of English support here, and it'll take 5 minutes or so, 7 minutes or so. Now we'd gather you'll hear a fair amount of noise. Another good ball by Tracy Smith. Should start turning now. Oh, it just hung out there. For some reason that ball just didn't come back. Marjorie's ball pass, they're playing a full end there, probably 30, 32.5 meters. She stopped a half an inch from the ditch, right behind the 12 o'clock, behind the white ball. Yeah, in this game, the B1s, nobody's close at all at the moment. Conditions are getting a little bit trickier with this wind. Tracy also missed the line. Hong Kong next door for England have bowled short, remembering they're 5 down. So their lead's got 1 ball. He has to get up into the head. The skip's only got 3 balls, so they can't make it in. Marjorie's also gone very, very narrow, in fact out of the rink. So there's 1 ball within 2 meters, Marjorie's, and the other 2 Hong Kong balls are 3 to 4 meters away. Hong Kong still very, very, very short there, so making it extremely difficult to win that game, being 5 down. Marjorie's put another wide one, but it's about 3 meters wide, also on the ditch again. They might be closer than the Hong Kong one, but I don't think it really matters. Back here now, South Africa definitely the one down, so hard work here. Right, Hong Kong. Michael Kruger terribly narrow there. I think the nerves are getting to them, but he's such a seasoned player, it shouldn't be. He's been there before. John from England also slipping up and pulling up a bit short. I think everybody knows they're in the final stages, and the medals are sort of halfway around the neck, and a little bit of nerves coming into play. Hong Kong dropped it terribly short, probably 5 meters away, 6 meters. Still wide open for South Africa. Fell thin again, unfortunately, sadly. He's trying to find the shot ball, chip it out for a 3, but he's missed the line by a huge margin. Oh! It's a little bit of background noise. John just drawn the shot there. Technically England 15-9 with 2 balls, 1 ball each to play. Hong Kong also drawing another shot here, making it even more difficult for South Africa. We look like we could be 2 or 3 down here, maybe even 4. Hong Kong having a real hard look at the head, but there's really not too much to look at. Michael Kruger now coming back with a great ball here, and he's fought again. Hong Kong's only choice here is to try and burn it and play another end. That's the only way they can try and get anywhere. South Africa now 16-9 down, 2 ends to play. That's England, John not having to play his last ball. That's England walking away with the gold, Hong Kong with the silver, and South Africa the bronze in the B3, B4 mixed pairs. I would call them, I'll just check with
just about to walk on the mat, deliver my ball and deliver back to the goal. And because of that, the end was there, no one zero. And even the goal thing was because if everybody could score on level, both of us would have come to 5 points. And I had my shot after this. Maar het is zo gemakkelijk in deze tijd. Dat was het niet aan de rust. Dat was de eigenlijk. Dat was I agree. I wouldn't change it because he said that he wants, they just put him down, they take 15 minutes to use that, but I will still, even if they take 10 minutes.
Well ball here from Tracy Smith. It's a lot better.
저 팀이 이겼어야 됐어. There were steps. And then you see the steps.
A little bit quick from Hong Kong again now. Can South Africa do something on this end? Quite simply, we've got 12 bowls. We're going to make all 12 count. Hong Kong not done too well with their two. Their first two, should I say. Let's see how we go. Another good line from Tracy. Oh, she also unfortunately sadly wasted that. It's a good 3 meters away.
Absolutely brilliant result, mate. Brilliant result, isn't it? Great.
Hong Kong looks a little bit thin. They might help Tracy here. No, they won't. Okay. It's the second shot for what it's worth. It's 1.5 meters away. It's got two 1.5 meters away. So South Africa, Tracy definitely has to get this one in. And hopefully Michael, 2 out of his 5, to give us 13, 16 with an end to play. At least to have a bit of a chance. It's a funny game, as we all know. Looks like a better ball from Tracy. Bounced a bit on a delivery, but it looks like her weight's very, very good. So there's number 1 coming. Well done, Tracy. Got it. Advantage South Africa at this point, but for those who know balls, it just takes 1 ball to spoil everything. Backhand is wide open, as you can see. This afternoon, I think the games are going to start at 1 o'clock, I stand corrected, however. It's the physically disabled singles playoffs. I'm not quite sure who's going to be carded onto the rink to be screened, but whoever it is, we're at that final stage. It's going to be a good game of bowls. Ball from Hong Kong. Looks like it's a little bit narrow. With luck, it's going to. Oh, it's going to get a piece of Tracy and in for shot. Just ran through. It could maybe probably only 1 for South Africa now. The next 3 balls obviously are big balls for South Africa. Tommy's saying that's the line, and it looks like Michael's got fantastic weight here. Oh, 1 meter short, unfortunately. It's a little bit extra, find the back ball, find that Hong Kong ball, and we've flying through. Okay, this looks fairly wide and heavy. South Africa find that only Hong Kong ball in the head and we're back in business. Michael looks like he's a bit thin. And he was very short. Tommy just called him very short. I think as Cedric did say, you know, to say it's unfair. No, it's not unfair. That's a competition, and based on the entries, the B1 and the B2 was a mixed category. But certainly the B2s have an advantage with that limited amount of sight. At least when they come to the head, you know, it's all about visualization, spotting the things. You can at least bring your bowler up, you can have a look at the head, and they can see exactly where. So the totally blind, the B1s, it's all on field. They've got to in their head visualize that head. Yes, you've got a director there, but you've got to picture the head, and that's quite difficult, especially when you talk about the relationship of one ball to the other. Can you just draw around there? Must you just miss that ball? That's what makes and is the difference. This also looks a little bit thin. We might get Michael there. Oh. I think we're still holding on the side there with Tracy's ball. Billy's come to also to have a look. Quite an important shot, this, obviously. Pick up only one here, you're going to be 6 shots down going into the last, which is not the easiest. You need more than one. Appeal or draw would obviously mean they would play another end. Sorry, this is the 30th, 14. Let's see Willie lining his bowler's foot up, give him the correct angle. Start with the foot and then you will place his at and then get down on his knee. That's the routine. There's a little bit of noise coming from the cool drink and the tea area, which I assume could be the English fans and all players. Mathematically, this is a massive big shot that Michael has to play. Stay in the game or finish, or end the game, should finish.
Okay, looking good, yeah. Oh, slipped that one. Slipped the front one.
Yeah, he's got to find something, yeah, find the back one. Yeah. No. He found a short ball. It looks like probably only one for South Africa. One's out. They've called the umpire to measure for second. We obviously clearly need second shot. That would put us 5 down going into the last end. If we only one here, then we are 6 shots behind. And you've only got 6 balls, so that's quite difficult. Okay, it's only one to South Africa. Yes. So after 13 ends, South Africa are 6 shots behind. This category plays 14 ends, so this is the last end. Tracy's taken the mat up about 4 meters, and it's nearly a full head, it's probably on about 32 meters. So for normal able bodies, that you would probably deem to be a 3/4 head on a normal bowling green with the mat at the 2 meter mark.
โทษที่เราแข่งลง
Tracy, a little bit heavier. A little bit heavy. Still that noise is a group of about 5 wheelchairs and about 8 other people from Hong Kong on the bank supporting their side. Wonderful support from should I say all the countries here today. Didn't she seem to fall out of Tracy's hand a bit then, and she's lost the weight. She's going to be quite a few meters short. Not the ideal bowl she needed to play now. Looks like another great delivery. That's now extremely difficult for South Africa with Tracy's 2 bowls not counting. Basically quite simply impossible for South Africa to win the game unless they burn it and just play the end over. Burning it means you'd have to hit the white ball and hit it sideways out of bounds, and then they would replay the end Trace is very quick here. Very quick, and unfortunately he bowls in the ditch. Hard work for Michael. Got 4 balls left. It's one of those things that when you go into the last end, ideally you want to be in front, and you shouldn't be trying to win the game on the last end. You should have won it in the 3rd, 4th, 5th end, 8th, 9th, 10th end, and you should have had substantial lead so you don't have to sweat on the last end. Really finished well, yeah. That's the crowd that we spoke about. That's what a skipper likes from their lead, especially in the final, especially on the last end, especially in the lead. You don't want to give shots away. To put 3 there is absolutely wonderful.
Well bowled, Alex. Stop.
My sister converted it and then PV film, she sent it over to me, so just need to transfer it my laptop on the stick. I've got the stick at home.
It's on a very good line here. Very good line.
Very good. Join the shot. Join the shot. Stay.
And we just saw that. He just probably 2 meters there. That's all that was wrong with that. Brilliant shot.
This side it's very cold.
Another good line.
Hey, look at other bit. Very well. Okay. It's still hanging around here. Well done with the bronze.
Well, South Africa have got 2 bowls. Hong Kong has got 2, but obviously I don't believe they'll play both of them. Not necessarily. Scores don't count in the final. The winner is the winner. Should we say the final score doesn't count? Person with the highest points is won the game. That's a little bit thin from Michael. Michael was very thin, and he went through by about 2 meters. Probably Hong Kong's last bowl that I think they would deliver. It also looks like it's on track. Oh, it's pulled up short, terribly short, probably 3 or 4 meters, but at this stage I don't think they're terribly concerned. South Africa has one more ball. The best we could probably do is pick the white up, take it to Michel's to the back to make it 3, and we would still be three shots short. Just great, however, as we said, to have a B1 pairing playing the B2s, I think we fared extremely well. Well done to all of the players.
If the English call it, they could have all lost it. No, you had to beat it. Or clear the bit. Out of top of it. Well, line second. But then overall, Glenn can
It looks like it's still a bit thin again from Michel. He's found that short ball, and that's it. And they're going to shake hands. They're going to play their balls. Interestingly, I think they want to get the ball up there and put it straight into the ball's play. So they could be leading by 3 or 4, but the score's technically irrelevant. It's a win for Hong Kong, and it's well bowled Hong Kong. And as both sides starting to congratulate each other, well played. Thanks everybody, and for those, please tune in a little bit later. As I said, we will have a great game of single. Thanks so much for watching this morning.